guys, welcome to the Hmongipino Podcast, bringing you love, culture, and having fun to your life. I'm Danga,
I'm Impact.
and welcome to our channel.
Welcome, everyone. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Our goal is to hit 1K this year on all social media platforms. And thanks to those who have already done so, please spread the message. Yep. You could also now become official supporter of the podcast, the Hmongipino Podcast. Click the link in our bio on Buzzsprout. It will direct you to a website and it will instruct you how to do so. Yeah. And this episode is brought to you by Boundless Goodz, a new used good store online on eBay. Check them out. Again, all information that we talk about is going to be in our description, so check them out. Yeah.
And if you're looking for music, make sure to check out DJ Danga Dang on
Danga Dang.
YouTube. I just put out a I Love Summer Nights mix, which is a little bit more chill hip-hop vibes for the summer.
Favorites. One of my new favorites.
Oh, thanks. I love it too. Make sure to check it out.
Check them out, y'all. Check Danga out. Her mix is dope. So let's go, Bubba. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. It's getting a little bit warmer in Long Beach.
Yes, it is.
I feel very distracted for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Just because with all that's going on in social media and the media. And
Yeah.
I just feel a little bit more distracted. So I'm trying to stay focused and breathe, right?
That's
it
right.
helps me bring a little bit more clarity. I don't know if it's because of the summer. It's like the summer heat that makes you all crazy or me all crazy.
I don't know. I think, yeah, it could be that. I think it's just everything too, probably.
Yeah.
It's the world. You never know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How you doing, bub?
I think I could totally relate to you. I'm just trying to stay consistent. I'm just trying to make sure I stay in my realm of what I want to do in the beginning of this year. You know, we're getting to that point of it's almost in the middle of the year, and then you either fall off or you either continue going. And I have to remind myself that I want to make sure I stay on track. So that's with my fitness, workout, to my dance, to my work, business, and everything that I'm doing right now with you and everything. So
yeah,
just staying on point.
It's just awareness, right? Being aware of where you're, like your check-in, right?
Yep.
Where you're at with your goals, and then, finding the best way to move forward. All right, I guess. Yeah, I have to remind myself too.
Yeah. I know we didn't talk about this right here, our pre-orders.
Oh, we didn't?
No, we didn't, but we want to let you guys know it is pretty much our 1 year anniversary of Hmongipino, and we're super excited to bring to you our official Hmongipino merchandise. Yes, we're going to have hats, beanies, shirts, and it's all made with love, a lot of fun, and hopefully you could carry it on with you and be happy to represent yourself and your identity and us in some happy way. So if you can, right now you could pre-order up to July 12th. That's the last day you could pre-order. So make sure you guys grab your merch before it's gone, and we're closing off the pre-orders.
Okay. I'm going to get mine too. So like Michael said, today we are celebrating our Hmongipino 1 year anniversary.
Can't believe it.
It's been 1 year since we launched our first episode.
Wow.
And today we are going to talk about how it started, how it's going, and what we've learned, and things we're excited about for the future.
Yeah.
Cool. So, thinking about our first days and how it started, how we started our podcast, what do you remember most about our first episodes?
Our first episodes were definitely well, I feel like in the beginning we were still trying to figure out how to properly do the tech side of it too. Recording. I believe the first episode we actually recorded on our iPhone.
Yeah, I think so too.
That was kind of tough because the quality was good, but it's also, wasn't what we were aiming for. I guess we've, was a lesson learned in terms of what kind of equipment we're trying to use. Or even right now, we're trying to upgrade our equipment as well. we're
Yep.
just doing what we can right now with what we have, and the goal is to raise money to get some new equipment and a new I guess platform set up. But I feel like in the beginning was definitely understanding the tech side and how to record podcasts and how to actually complete a full episode,
Yeah.
right? And even understanding whether we do a script or not doing a script and the topics we want to talk about, right? In the
Yeah.
beginning, definitely a lot of the topic was really just introducing who we are and what we do and what we're into at the moment first before diving into more deeper topics. So, yeah, I think that was my experience so far.
I
Remembering how it was in the beginning.
From my side, I remembered it not starting from our first episode. It went back to our backwards planning before recording our first episode. And then I remembered discussing it. We first got our backdrop, and then we talked about how we wanted it to look like and what we wanted, or why, like
Yeah,
why
or
we
why.
wanted
Yes,
to
that's
do
right.
it. So then I remembered thinking about, like, we wanted this table, and then thinking about the title of it. Remember, we
That's
thought
right.
about like the corner talk
Corner
or
talk
something.
is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, I'm happy we didn't go with that. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, just so you guys know, this table is actually is a upcycle
Yeah.
by Danga and I. She actually did all the painting and everything. We just kind of got this off at a yard sale randomly, and then she did all the artwork on it.
Yeah.
So we just thought it would be special to use this as a representation of us on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, I don't think we ever explained that, so I thought I would like to just explain a little bit of it.
We used to use
Yeah.
it to have dinner on it, right?
Yeah,
we used
it's
to
so-
eat on it.
It's like our first time living together, our first little, small little table, just kind of
Yeah.
hang out with each other. So it's a little bit of us right now here together. I think I spray painted it, actually. I spray painted it first, and then you kind of did the
and
art.
then I did the art.
During that time, Danga was really into her stick figures and her little small
my
sketches
doodles.
arts. Her doodles.
I called it Danga Doodles.
Danga doodles, yeah. And so, yeah, that's why it's here. That's why this table is here, and that's why we're sitting and utilizing this little table here as a representation of Hmongipino.
Yeah.
And how did we come up with Hmongipino? That's
Um,
interesting.
I don't remember.
I think
Oh,
Hmongipino
yeah.
came up because
what's your side? What
I think
is
my
your
side
story?
was because in my family, when we do have parties and stuff, we do have a good amount of Hmong and Filipino couples in our family. So we usually kind of go like, "Hey, Hmongipinos, you guys on that tables, right?" And then it kind of stuck during that time. I was just, "Oh yeah, like, we call ourselves Hmongipino, right?" And then from there, I was like, what should we call ourselves? And we should go Hmongipino because that's something naturally happened in our life. I think that's what my.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Well, like I said, our first thing that we were going for was a corner talk, right?
Yeah, corner talk.
But we weren't recording in a corner, so I thought it was weird to call it that. And then
right.
we were talking about what we wanted this podcast to be about, and essentially, we wanted it to be about us, Hmong and Filipino.
That's right.
So then, and then we were like, we should just call it Hmongipino. Just because that was a term that was thrown out referring to the Hmong and Filipinos in the family.
Yeah.
And we wanted it to be unique, and we didn't think anybody would have that as a podcast name.
Yeah,
So
Hmongipino.
that's what it stuck with.
It is a representation of us. We're Hmong
Yeah.
and we're Filipino. Together, we're Hmongipino.
Yeah. So those are the first things that I remembered.
Okay. No, all right. That's true. Coming up with the title, figuring out the tech side. What was the other one you were
This
talking
one,
about?
the backdrop.
Oh, the
because
backdrop.
my
Yeah.
backdrop used to be rainbow colored
Yeah.
for DJing, and then we thought,
Again, our goal is to, if we move to different location, we will still want to be able to have similar setup. So this is just a mock-up for us right now. I'm pretty sure we'll probably add new stuff, change up some stuff as we go on, so on.
yeah.
But we're here right now. We're happy.
Yeah. So
Good for
what would you tell our 1 year ago selves? What kind of advice would you give to our newbie?
I'll tell my newbie
Podcasting.
self to listen more to each other and communicate to kind get through the process a lot more efficiently and more, I guess, without a lot of issues, right? Because that's my problem, and I will tell myself to listen more. I mean, listen to you more and listen to the like, just listen pretty much,
Oh,
and then
okay.
take it in, and so we could keep progress, which I do listen. I think I do, but
Yeah, I think you do.
yeah, I know. But I think if I had to tell myself, definitely communicate and be consistent, right? And stay on top of our thing. I feel like we do that,
Yeah, I think so
but it's
too.
just one of those things where it's always good to have a reminder.
Yeah.
And I guess I will tell myself to just say it's okay to just be honest.
Yeah.
That's all.
I would tell ourselves, great job. You guys are doing a great job. You guys are actually starting it. The hardest part is just beginning. And then after that it'll all fall into place. So just do your best.
Yes.
Keep going, because
Great job.
just starting is the hardest part.
That's right.
That's what I would say.
You're right. You're right about that. Yes.
So now let's talk about how it's going.
Okay.
We've got a rhythm community
Mm-hmm.
and mics that work. What's something about the podcast that still surprises you today?
I think till this day, and I'm pretty sure you probably gonna say the same thing, is just our followers, people who reach out to us, people who ask questions, people who say they relate to us, has been probably the best, one of the most shocking, but more like actually exciting thing to have and get notified from, about our podcast or just about what we talk about. And so I'm really thankful for that. So thank you guys to all those, who you are, who's been reaching out to us and just kind of like say you can relate to us or share your side of it, or just literally reach out and say hi. So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, because again, I at least for me, I didn't expect anything doing this. I just wanted one is to record our conversation and hopefully inspire anyone out there. But I didn't really know there were that much Hmongipinos out there.
Right.
And I guess it has been a pretty good, not good, but like I'm talking about more known, popular, more trendy. I guess I don't know Hmongipino, Filipino Hmong
Yeah.
at the moment, but it's interesting. I'm just excited to hear from everyone. Yeah, it surprised me.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm surprised that we stuck it out consistently throughout the whole year. I think we talked about this is episode 41.
Yeah.
And we talked about in the beginning, we talked about if we wanted to have seasons, right? Like have season 1 and then take a break and then come back.
Yeah.
But we're like, let's just do it until we get, we need a break. But we've been pretty consistent.
It has been just season 1.
Yeah, season 1.
And it doesn't
episode.
it's not bad to just have a season 1 right now.
Yeah.
I don't know when we're gonna just break it apart, but right now we're just gonna continue going and learn. I don't know when we should break it to different seasons, but again, we're just kind of try to build a consistent like rhythm of
Just
understanding each other, foundation
Uh-huh.
of what Hmongipino is, and I'm pretty sure you can see that throughout the episode too.
Yeah. And we're still learning.
Yeah.
We haven't perfected our system yet. I think we're refining things every time as we go.
We got a chance to add this beautiful sign throughout
Yeah.
our episode, right? Thank you to my brother Villain Lore for the beautiful
Thanks,
sign.
Villain.
It definitely
Val.
complete what our show is, and so super grateful for that. Yeah.
Let's see. What part of podcasting has become your favorite that you didn't expect?
As much as at the moment we're really hands on. As much as I do like doing the editing process and the videos, it's super easy. But I do love posting it, like completing it. I think that's the task, right? Completing a task and loading it and then moving on to the next one. I think that's one thing where I guess it's just a process of completion that gives me a fulfillment, right? I do love sitting with you. It gives me another opportunity to spend time with you differently.
Yeah.
And pick your brain and talk about it and hear your voice, hear your opinion. Yeah, that's something I do enjoy too. But I feel like it's the completion of each episode has been a fulfillment fulfilling feeling, and yeah, it's just yeah, it's one of my favorite part.
I agree.
I mean, literally just talking with you. Huh?
Yeah, I honestly, because I'm an introvert, so the fact that we're talking for over 30 minutes, just us talking to each other, has been surprising to me. And I really enjoy the different topics that we talk about. Like some topics or some episodes, we've we feel good
Mm-hmm.
at the end of it, and we're like, oh, this is like a really good episode. And some days it's a little bit harder, but it's like an adventure every time we record.
I agree, and I hope if anything you learn something about me each time we do something. We do episode. You know, I think that's the goal for me too, is to definitely learn something new about you
I
and learn something new about people.
I
Hopefully,
do learn stuff about you or just how we work together. I
uh-huh.
think that's the biggest thing I've learned in this process
Yeah.
is just working together.
Well, we haven't done so in a long time, and that's definitely was. If you go back to the episode, that was one our why. It was to do stuff to with each
To
other
create
right now,
together.
create with each other right now. Because before that it was all about dancing and directing teams and so on. But now is this is our why, right? Our to do something together, and so it has been a journey. You know, I know I've been a hard person to work with too at times, but I really do appreciate your leadership and your initiative, active what do I call it, proactiveness as one of the lead in this show, because I did mention that to you because I just have other stuff to take care of. But I want to give Dinger her props. She does do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff here, and I'm just happy and honored to work with you.
It's not. It's 50-50. I feel like we both complement each other in different ways
Yeah,
too. So
true.
I appreciate you too, and I enjoy our time.
Hmm.
And I don't think I'm easy to work with sometimes too, but this is it.
It's
We're
okay.
like
We're
learning.
learning.
We're
We're growing.
learning a different. You know, we're opening up new levels of working together.
Yes.
We're
Hmm.
upgrading ourselves.
Good. You know, I feel like we're so growing as an individual, and so
Yeah.
that's the most important part. Is that it's okay to learn as we go as well, and also catch up, right? Because it's been a while since we worked together.
Yeah.
So this whole year journey of working with you again kind of remind me of how I should work with you again. 'Cause before, I remember working with you, you were just leading. You just do this, do that. I was like,
Was
okay.
I
I was just like, yeah,
bossy?
okay. No, you weren't bossy. I feel like you know what you want, And for me, as um a person who maybe sometimes don't know too, still kind of like trying to figure out, your answer is so firm, and I'm like, okay, let's go. You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm just trying to relate to you again in that way. I guess now I'm a little bit more opinionated because I do know what I want now
Yeah.
in terms of how we work with each other. Back then, when we direct teams, Danga usually has all these amazing creative idea of the piece in terms of how we want to produce it and creative, and who should get to choreograph certain pieces and so on. And I usually just I just kind of go with it, because I trust your vision, if anything, right? And I still do trust with your vision with this too, the same way. It's just now I know you.
You get to bring your expertise
Yeah,
into it too.
that too. But I feel like we also learned so much beyond what we had back then, right? So now it's like, okay, I do know what I want as well in terms of creative process or the production of what we do.
Right.
And we're just learning, still growing, and that's the beauty of it, right? I feel like as much as we are growing this together, we are also growing with everyone who's watching and being part of us and following us and subscribing, and so I appreciate it. That's all. It's our platform. It's just not us. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So talking about things we've learned, what's the biggest lesson podcasting has taught you?
Biggest thing I learned is it's okay to invest into the show. Like when we bought this camera here, it was like of course, is cost money, but it's kind of like, should our money go to that right now? And sometimes it's like, yes, just invest, and then just keep running with it, because you do, when you need something, you need to get it. You got, for the show at least, to make it work efficiently, you should get it. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's okay to just like invest into your project, and this is the project, and this is the platform that you want to invest in, right? So that comes with not just money, but that comes with time, because it takes time for us to even be here and sit and talk and so on. So it's okay to
Yeah.
invest your time, invest yourself into the platform, if anything. That's kind of like, I guess it's a cliche, but I mean, it's one of those things where like sometimes people don't see it that way, that it is important just to put your all in it, which I'm still learning, if anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Me too.
Okay. How about you?
Biggest lesson podcasting has taught
Mm-hmm.
me. I don't know. I learned a lot of things.
I learned a lot
I
too.
learned that your thoughts matter,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And whether you know it or not, people relate to it in some way.
Yep.
Um,
Almost like you're not alone, right?
yeah.
Yeah. You're not alone on this journey.
And I think a lot of the things I'm learning is just learning how to communicate with you better,
Yeah.
because we're still learning,
Yeah.
and it's not perfect, but we're still learning and growing, because we're aware of what we can do better. So
Yeah. I also learned how to really just talk and be myself on here a lot more.
yeah,
To be comfortable, because I feel like in the beginning it was still kind of awkward to kind of really talk to just a camera or no one here besides us. But now I'm able to be like, okay, it's our show, it's our platform, it's our people, who's watching us, and I'm able to kind of like, okay, just be free to kind of like express myself, but and just be myself too. Because if you meet me, I feel like I'm still gonna be who I am on my podcast. With
Yeah.
you. I might be even more than what you expected, probably, but I'm still the same person.
yeah.
Right?
And then I remembered in the beginning when I first was learning about podcasting, and then, or when I was on different podcasts, the people that I was talking to, I would be so nervous. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. And they're like, just pretend you're just talking to me in person.
Yep.
That's what it is. And it's like, we're just talking to you in person.
That's true.
Right? So, yeah, I feel like we've grown a lot since the very beginning.
I agree.
Cool.
What's the next one?
I'm so happy we're here. I'm so happy we made it to 1
year, y'all. 1 year doing something. Time flies, but it is a lot of hard work. So to those who are working on something right now, just don't give up, man. Like, I feel like just find the fun of it, be consistent, and just don't give up.
Yeah, don't give
The
up.
only time you really like quit is when you give up, I feel like, So
Yeah, and it's not easy. Like, sometimes you just want to skip a day or postpone it, but
Mhm.
it's just consistency. Just keep on going.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. We're at segment number 4 now, huh?
Yeah. What's next?
What's next, y'all? It's our 1 year anniversary, and we're super excited, super proud to present you guys the Hmongipino 1 year anniversary collection. Again, if you want to pre-order ends on July 12th, y'all, okay? We're not going to take any more after that. July 12th, make sure you put your order in. Again, we have hats, T-shirts, and beanies, okay? And yeah, we're just really happy to make this for our audience. At the same time, all the proceeds will go towards this podcast to help us upgrade, help us pay for everything we need for this podcast. So just so you know that it's going toward back to us and going back to y'all as well.
So we have T-shirts,
Mhm.
we have beanies, and we
Beanies.
have hats
Hats. Mhm.
with the Hmongipino logo.
Yes, the logo. The official logo that, again, was created by See Lor, MoonS.Lullaby. If you want to check her out, again, her information is in right, in our bio.
Yeah.
And yeah, you want to talk about the design?
Yeah,
Our
talk
logo?
about
I
it.
never got a
Yeah.
chance to really explain
Yeah.
about the logo. So
Come
the
on.
logo is a combination of our love, our people, our affinity, right? It has a combination, the Filipino sun with the Hmong heart, right? So it's just represent the union of straight up of two love, two culture, and the celebration of life and just being together, and growing and expanding. So union and unity and love.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hmongipino. Yeah. Again, you could get the merchandise at hmongipino.myshopify.com. That's on our bio.
We got a black T-shirt. We got a white T-shirt.
Yes.
And a black cap and a black beanie. For now.
Yes.
What merch item are you most hyped about?
I'm hyped for both of them, all of them actually, for the whole collection. No, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just excited to just be able to have it. 'Cause we talked about it for a while now already. We didn't really know when to do it or the proper way to introduce it. But Dang and I, we've been trying to figure out when to do it, and we're like, dude, it's perfect for 1 year, and not just that, it's just to be able to have a actual T-shirt and hat. So we could wear it and represent ourselves and represent our podcast and everyone who's been tuning in. So
I always feel very excited. I feel excited whenever I wear clothes that has a Filipino logo on it, like the sun or a flag, right? I always feel proud whenever I get to represent Filipinos in that way. And then being with you, I get so excited wearing Hmong clothes too, right? Representing your culture. So to have a shirt or a hat or a beanie or something that represents Hmong and Filipino, someone that I love, both of it together. It's not just one, it's both sides that I get to represent too. And if you have kids, like that's the ultimate representation of Hmongipino. But to have, like, you wouldn't get this anywhere else. You go to what is it, Hmong New Year, you'll just see Hmong stuff, and then if you go to a Filipino festival, you'll just see Filipino stuff. But to see it together, it's like you probably won't see this anywhere else until more people start jumping on it. But this is a first.
yes.
So if you're
Yes.
interested, pre-orders until July 12th,
yeah.
right? Get them while it's
Get
hot.
in while you can. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for saying that. I really do.
Yeah,
That's
like-
true. That's really true. Like it's unique in its own way. So I feel like what I'm excited about is just see the completion of it. Right. That's something. Again, I mentioned about just completing each episode gives me such a fulfillment of completion. But I feel like I love seeing the end product. Right. The end results and that we just see that we actually did it. So
Yeah.
I hear you. Get your order, y'all.
Cool.
And thanks to those who already pre-order. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, baby?
I'm really happy and to celebrate 1 year and just excited to see what the future holds, right? I think more episodes, more topics, more of our opinions,
Yep.
more guests.
We haven't
Or any
we
guests.
we haven't even done our guest selection yet. We have a lot of people who want to talk to, bring on the show. Again, we're just starting with us and trying to create the platform and, get used to what we got to do first. And then once we get that, we'll have a lot of guests we want to bring on. And stay tuned for that. But that's true.
So this is just the beginning.
The beginning, many more. Happy 1 year anniversary.
Happy 1 year anniversary.
And happy 1 year anniversary, for thank you so much for being here and just tuning in. Hmongipino question of the day, bub. You have one?
I don't have one.
Okay,
Wait.
mine.
No. Yeah,
What?
go. What's go?
Okay, I guess I was just thinking, what's your favorite Hmongipino episode that we've done so far? Let us know. I want to know. Put in a comment. Send us a personal message. That'd be great to hear from all of you guys. Happy 1 year anniversary to all of us, to everyone who's been also been watching, and thanks so much for tuning in and been supporting us and just listening to us. I know we're still learning, and I know you guys are still learning with us and growing with us as well. So we're just really happy to be here. Happy 1 year anniversary, Hmongipinos. We are grateful.
Happy anniversary.
Hmongipino, we're out, y'all. Peace.
Bye.